for the Interrobang, I'm Gracia Espinosa, and welcome to another episode of the Red Couch Podcast Summer Edition. And today we have Mauricio Franco, a game design student at Fenchey College, currently a graphic designer at FSU. Welcome, Mauricio.
Hello, guys. Thank you, Gracia, for inviting me to be here.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
No worries. It's going to be very easy. And we are here because we want to know more about you and a project that you are creating for FSU. But first, tell me about your background. What are you studying? Video games? I mean, game design or graphic design? Or tell me about.
Well, I am graphic designer, and right now I am studying video game design, which is something that I really love. And yeah, I can consider myself as a video game player or a gamer. Yeah, a gamer. That's the concept, gamer.
Retro gamer or gamer?
Well, yeah, could be. I am not too young right now, but yeah, could be both of them.
And is this your second year or?
Yeah, I already finished my second year, and I am preparing myself for the next term.
Wow.
That would be my third year here.
Before moving to London, to Canada, have you been graphic design
Oh, yeah,
gamer?
Well,
Develop or developer gamer? I always forget the word because I am not familiar with the words. But have you been in this field?
Well, no. Actually, I am, as you said, I have like 10 years being graphic designer working in my country, and it's pretty hard to be in a 2D world and then be involved in a 3D world. It's very complex probably. I invite my friends from my class. Some of them are pretty good at 3D, and to me it was pretty hard to see a 2D world in 3D.
Mauricio Franco is the author of some of the covers that we have seen Navigator, in Interrobang. One of my favorites that I think I mentioned it in one of our podcasts, it was the Phoenix.
Oh,
that you
yeah,
did the cover of the Interrobang for this year, January. You know, like the beginning of the year. Yeah. And you created the cover of the handbook too, not this year, but the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can say that for me it was very interesting and a blessing to be involved in my first design that I made here, which is the cover book. Then after that, I got a job here in FSU, and I have been doing a lot of cover books. And now I am working in the project that you mentioned before, which is the FSU Forest Friends comic strip.
The first comic strip of FSU, we
yeah,
can say?
Yeah. And I am pretty excited because when I was talking with Hannah, who is
our editor of the Interrobang,
the editor of Interrobang, she's pretty creative, and she allows me to give my ideas. Mm-hmm. So at the beginning, I told her, like, can we create something for FSU? And we didn't have time. So now, in this summer, she allowed me to do it. So yeah, I am pretty excited to talk about it.
Yeah. So first, to create this comic strip, what was your first idea or the origin of the characters? Because how many characters we are going to have?
Okay. Well, FSU for the Friends, we created as an idea to represent students. Mm-hmm. And as we know, here you can find internationals and local people, students at the same time. And that is a good experience. You know, it's like one of my best experience in my life. So I wanted to do something that represents the students. Mm-hmm. So you will see different kind of situations from for like I want to represent a lot of people in that
Yeah.
comic. So we started creating 4 characters. I will mention it, and hopefully we can share here the
Yeah,
characters.
of course. Brandon, you know what you should do.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. Well, the first one is Gizmo. Gizmo is a groundhog. Skyler is a falcon. Honk is a goose. And the last one is the troublemaker, Hoser, who is a skunk. So skunk represents everything that you don't have to do because this is a troublemaker.
Okay.
So if you make the stuff that he makes, you
Yeah.
sorry. You how can I say?
Yeah,
Just-
you are nasty, you're disgusting.
yeah. That was my first idea to use that guy, but I could say it or I had to confess. But in some cases, those ideas is probably something that I have seen from some of my friends.
Mhm.
And something that probably I could do, but I cannot. For example, spending money, like a crazy, you cannot because you have to be responsible to.
Doing your finances to save
Exactly.
money for the future or what it could happen.
Yeah, but most of the time, those guys are representing every single situation that I have seen as a student.
You say that I want to reflect, the experience of the students, but did you reflect your own experience at the same time?
Yeah, for sure. As I said, well, I will begin saying that all my ideas I show to Hannah, and Hannah see my drawings, my sketches are pretty funny and like a bad sketches, but she gets
Yeah.
the idea, and she chooses the best one. So one of them, I can say it. This guy, this con, is buying expensive shoes. And I don't know if you guys have seen like Ninja Turtles shoes that are like a brand new shoes. Nope.
No.
Okay, but well, yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
but for me, it's kind of. I mean, I want to get it. So he bought it and he put it, and then like very proud. And this guy is like, "Hey guys, look my shoes." And Gizmo say, "Oh my God, wow, look amazing." But do you remember that we have to pay the tuition fee by this week? So it's kind of, oh my God, you had to ruin it. And the shoes are like a sad too. So that idea, we didn't make it because which shows another one. But yeah. Well,
Okay, so Hannah, at the end, as an editor, she gives you advice you what idea is better, if she has another experience
Yeah.
that you could reflect on
Yeah.
with your characters. Oh,
Yeah, and something very interesting is that as an international, I have another kind of humor sense. So
yeah, I understand. So
yeah.
it means that perhaps you, I mean, at the end, as a person from Colombia, right?
No, El Salvador.
Salvador. Oh my God.
Well, it's okay. A lot of people say because a lot of people here are from Colombia.
Yeah, Londombian.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So perhaps with your experience, your
Yeah.
customs, your culture, you have a different humor or sense of humor, no? So
Yeah.
Hannah is going to help you to, it's better if you explain
exactly.
this in a different way, in another way. Oh, it's
So,
interesting, because
yeah.
at the end we have to reflect the story, but I mean, this comics street is for all the fan community,
Yeah.
so it's good that everyone can understand, can feel,
Exactly.
oh, I had the same experience when I have just came
Yeah,
here.
and actually, when I talked with John, he suggested me to don't use words, just to seem more like to understandable for everyone, and that is a very like a challenge.
Yeah.
And some of them I have made some of them that there is not words and you can understand
It's
it.
very interesting because I didn't notice that because you use drawings, animals
Yeah.
to tell a story. It has to be a challenge for you at the same time, right?
Yeah, it's kind of communications too, I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
why did you decide to use animals? Because
Oh.
you describe the personality of your characters, but I would like to know why did you choose animals and who is going to be the main character?
Okay, for me, the main one are the fours, the everyone.
There are, I mean, we can say that there are four characters.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
For now, yeah.
But the main role, I mean, who is going to be like the leader of the?
Well, good question because I think that Skyler is like this. I want to represent the functional student spirit, like the good guy, the smart guy. He's not perfect, but he is
Clever, he's smart.
exactly.
Mhm.
Gizmo, who is the groundhog, that this guy is how can I say like an innocent guy?
Yeah, the innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who trusts.
Yeah, trusting everyone and everything.
Mhm.
So the idea was that there is a celebration here in Canada, in United States, I think, about that animal that if he get out from a cage or something like that, the spring is coming or something. Like that. So in my idea,
I understand. Yeah, it's the Groundhog Day,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay,
So
I
in my
understand.
idea, this guy he believes that he can control the weather.
The weather.
Yeah, he's pretty like
Ah.
innocent. So and that's the reason I made it like pretty innocent and Hank. I don't know if I will be in trouble with saying that, but Hank for me he represents the cool Canadian guy. I have met people who wants to be cool and people who are cool. And I have
I
friends.
love how you made the difference. Who are cool
Yeah.
and who pretend.
Yeah, because Hoser, who is a skunk, he wants to be cool, but he is not. And Hunk, he is cool, and he don't want. I mean, he don't care. He doesn't care. He always he just leave, and he's cool. Yeah, I have friends, two of them who are pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean, I like them, those guys, and but yes, the skunk is more like he tries to, Yeah, it's pretty funny.
We can see hiding meanings or message behind your characters.
Like a secret, like
Well, perhaps with this character you want to criticize or you want to highlight something that perhaps when we read we cannot see it, but perhaps you want to explain it. Or with this character, perhaps people are not going to notice, but I want to express this, or I want to criticize.
yeah. Well, I think that in most of the situations you will see a clearer message. For example, on one of them, I am talking about the rent that is increasing.
Yeah, I mean, right now we are in a critical situation.
Yeah.
For all of us, I think it's a
Yes.
big issue.
Yeah. So, and that is something that's happened to me last year, I think. Yeah. Man, I was living with a family, and I didn't know because I was newcomer.
Yeah.
That they don't allow to sublet or rent the basement.
I mean, you paid
I was
your
paying, yeah.
you
And
signed the contract and you
no,
did
I didn't have a contract.
okay.
So
That was something weird for you.
yeah, for me it was kind of new, but then they realized that didn't
Or they couldn't
they
allow
couldn't allow yeah to
to
rent,
rent the bedroom,
and
the
they
unit.
asked me to leave like in a week. So for me it was like I didn't know I didn't know the rules here, like how can I do right now, because
Oh
so
my
I
gosh.
made something like that in one of the comic because as I said, I want to represent what the students are struggling, you know. And well, I would like to do something in the future if I don't know if I have time to represent others, you know,
Stories, other
situation.
experience. Ah, you told me about this yesterday or
Yeah.
2 days ago. No, but explain your idea, what you would like
Yeah.
to do. I mean, you want to hear, to listen the stories from other students,
Yeah.
because at the same time, I mean, you want to create with your characters to express real experience. I mean, you have imagination, of course, because for this comic strip, you have to be very creative, but at the same time, you want to do something real.
Yeah.
And you would
Yeah.
like to listen, to hear all
Yeah.
the students.
Yeah, my expectation right now is that in the future, probably we can create an email that people can tell us like a short story,
Yeah.
like a very short, and then we can develop an idea like a comic strip. For
I mean, it's a comic strip, so it should be short.
exactly.
That's why
Yeah.
Students don't write a story of 2 or 3 pages. I mean, because it's
Yeah,
something short, something clear.
Yeah, because for the newspaper you have to do something like very short, right? But talking about that, I was thinking, and I haven't talked with Hannah, but yeah, I was thinking to probably in the future create a character.
Oh, a new one.
Yeah, because I have a lot of
Ideas.
a lot of characters, but I want to do someone who cannot speak English well. Yeah, yeah. So that would be awesome. That's happened to me all the time. But I have, I said, I have.
I mean, not only you. I think all of us that English is not our first language.
yeah.
We always make mistakes, and we try, to improve our language skills, to communicate, to express, to struggle with with life.
It's pretty good because at the beginning, when I was here studying, for me it was very hard to communicate with people from here. I have improved, I think, a lot. But at the beginning, it was a nightmare to talk with them, for Canadian guys. But some of them, no, most of them, or I think all of them, they always tell me like, okay, don't worry, it's okay. You're getting there.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Hey, my accent. My
accent.
The accent
Well,
is.
but when you have been here, because right now you are working on this project, I have seen that you can communicate with Darla, with Dina, I mean, with all the team of FSU, so you are doing well.
Well,
I mean, I think all the time...
it's hard.
It's hard, but I
Though.
think sometimes we blame us a
Yeah.
lot, and we are doing a lot of effort. I mean, this is a big effort, the project, so it's super big, and sometimes we blame us for something that I don't want to say it's little, but it's not the most important. Because if people understand your ideas, understand your project, you can communicate. That's the most important. Of course, I would like to talk and to speak as a person who has English like a first language, but I'm doing my best, guys. I think you can notice in every episode, but don't worry for that because you are doing well.
Yeah,
so
you too.
And obviously, I think it's important to know what we are going to when we are going to see all these characters.
Oh yeah, well, we will start at the end of August.
August, okay.
Yeah, will be the.
O sea, we are going to see the characters in the first newspaper. I mean,
Yeah.
for this
For fall.
scholar year.
Yeah.
Oh, so August 13th, I think, is the newspaper.
That is the
Okay,
date. Yeah,
perfect.
So I am pretty happy, and you will see the first one. The first one is when they met, like when they.
So it's important to follow all the stories from the beginning. So on August 13th, I want that all the students take one of the newspapers and follow the comic strip that is usually at the end of the newspaper, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and I will suggest you guys to see the second one too.
And the third one and the fourth one.
Yeah, but the second one is kind of funny. Well, yeah, because it's the sex issue edition. So it's very funny.
Wow. What do you hope to achieve with this ambitious project, Mauricio?
Well,
the reaction of the people.
I would like to see those characters as a mascot, like a FSU mascot.
Oh.
Would be awesome. And yeah, there is another project, which is illustrations, and I cannot say more about it. But yeah, we are working right now, and probably I miss to say something pretty important to me. That is that this project is a teamwork project, because Hannah, as I said, I think, in my opinion, she has given her something from her, like
her advices.
Yeah, some of the cases, or most of the cases, she
change the story, the plot.
No, that she helped me to write properly about my ideas they have.
Okay.
And that dialogue, for example.
The dialogue.
Yeah, but at the same time, she always helped me to say
to follow the rhythm of the story, right?
Yeah. So that is pretty important
for you.
Yeah.
I cannot avoid this question, because now, as a author, as a creator of a comic strip, I don't know if you. I mean, what was your main inspiration? I'm talking about authors or other comic strips.
Well, I could say that I like Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama. Yeah, probably he's one of my inspirations. Yeah. For the shape of the body.
Yeah.
Very simple.
I don't know why I thought your inspiration has been perhaps the author of Garfield, the author of Peanuts.
Yeah, if you see the Garfield hands are pretty similar from
Gizmo, right?
Yeah, exactly. Gizmo is the one. Yeah, if you see his hands, you will see that something like a Garfield.
So, if you want to create a comic strip, it's important reference. I mean, you cannot create a comic strip if you have never read a comic strip or a comic or a graphic novel.
Yeah, actually, when I created, I made 2 sizes of the character. I made at the front of one of them and the side, in the side view. And I couldn't do that for everyone for the time, but at the beginning I made it that because I have learned how to do it in
your program.
In my program. That if you want, that is something that I want to do in the future. I want to be a character. Oh my God.
Designer.
Yeah. A character, 3D character designer. Yeah. So for do that, you have to put it like a front, like a side, and in a 3/4 view. Yeah. So it's very hard, but that's a lot. That's give you an idea of how you can move your character.
For this, for all your characters, how many hours or days did you invest to create them? It was easy, or
well,
all the summer, almost all the summer.
I spent like a 1 week just to doing sketches.
Only 1 week?
Yeah, but for me it was like a day per theme. So yeah,
Wow.
I
But
try.
you were so fast. I didn't expect you will say 1 week. Ah.
I think that it's more like the idea. What do you want to say in the comic strip? Make the sketches, and then I always talk with Hannah. Hannah, what do you think about those ideas? And then she can select one, and then I will redraw it properly and put the colors. Yeah, I will spend more time.
It's going to be in color, right? It's not going to be in black and white.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
going to be in
that
color.
will be in color. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you could like to give an advice to other students or other
Oh yeah.
people who want, to be authors of a graphic novel or who are writing a story, an illustration.
Yeah. Okay. What I could say about to you guys
Yeah.
is that get involved. Probably is the most important word that I have learned here. And FSU has a lot of activities. So being a volunteer, for example, you will have more chances to meet people, to have connections, and probably you will do something as a student. And it probably is something that I am doing right now, like doing something to.
And if the student wants to be like you, a graphic designer, what kind of advice you will give?
Well, as a graphic designer or
As a graphic designer, as a as a person who works for this industry of game design.
Okay, for me, I could say like work hard, don't give up, stay focused on that, because in some cases I have seen a situation that people came here to study here in Canada, but they lost
The goal, the main goal,
exactly
the
the
focus.
focus, because the parties, a lot of stuff at the same time, and a lot of people I have seen that they couldn't probably finish.
Yeah, their programs because they didn't focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be my advice to you guys.
Oh,
Be
that.
focused on what you want and work hard.
Wow. Both, thank you so much, Mauricio. I mean, your advice, I mean, I am in shock because it's true that when you have just arrived, you want, parties to discover, but at the end we are here for a purpose.
Exactly.
And in your case, you want to be a professional,
Yep.
to work for an important animation studio, perhaps, or a
Yeah.
video game
Video
studio.
game studio. Yeah.
So you say, no, this is my main goal. So
Yeah.
I'm going to follow it. I have my purpose too. I mean, I would like to work in a TV station. So I am,
Yeah, focus on that.
I'm
Yeah.
focused on that goal. And
Yeah, and you guys, I can admire your job. You guys who are working hard and who are doing something important for in order to grow professionally. Yeah. So thank you
Yeah.
for inviting me. Yeah.
Hey, I should be the first one who said thank you, Mauricio.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for listening another episode of the Red Cat Podcast Summer Edition. You know that you can catch up with every episode on our website or wherever you get your podcasts. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I always forget to say it, Spotify. What fuel episode on our YouTube? Because you could see not only our beautiful faces, we can show you the characters. So it's important if you can see this, to watch this episode on YouTube. It will be great. And of course, subscribe to our newsletter to keep up with Fansha. For the Interrobang and Gracia Espinosa.